you thinking about traveling to Trentino region in Italy? In this video, you'll find information about top attractions, local food and local tips. Let's begin! Trentino Alto-Adige, or simply called Trentino, is the region in the north of Italy on the border with Austria. Many of its territories were part of the Habsburgic Empire and were annexed to Italy only in 1919. Indeed, many people here are bilingual and speak both German and Italian. Trentino is entirely mountainous, so it's a well-known destination for mountain lovers and outdoor activities. Nature enthusiasts will appreciate its shiny lakes and breathtaking panoramas. Pala Group, the largest mountain range in the Dolomites. It is particularly beautiful at sunset and sunrise for the alpenglow optical phenomenon that illuminates the tips of the mountains first in red, then in violet, and finally in pink. Castles. Trentino would be the perfect location for a fairy tale, as its territory is disseminated with medieval castles. Among all of them, we would suggest to visit Casteltun, symbol of one of the most powerful family of his lands. It was hardly conquerable thanks to its bastions, moat and wall walk. Castello di Avio, latched on the slopes of a mountain, a legend says that witches used to gather here. Or Castel Tirolo, today hosting a culture and history museum about the city of Bolzano. Lake Resia, known as the lake with a bell tower popping out of the water, this lake is the unfortunate consequence of a bad management of a dam after World War II. The Romanic little church is today the only track of a village that existed here until 1950. Catinaccio. It's the name given to some of the most beautiful mountain tops of the Dolomites in Fassa Valley. If you love trekking, a hike here is unmissable. Cycle Path Dobbiaco-Lienz. A cycle path starting in the Italian town of Dobbiaco and ending 49 kilometers later in Lienz, an Austrian village. Needless to say, the path crosses an amazing landscape with immense lawns and many cows. San Romedio Sacred Place. A thrilling path digged in the canyon by an ancient canal will bring you to an evocative hermitage built in the woods on a spur of rocks. It is composed of 6 chapels, one on top of the other, and connected by stairs. Madonna di Campiglio. Probably the most famous touristic destination in Trentino, Madonna di Campiglio is the chosen homeland of winter sports and offers countless paths for trekking. Trento. Trento formed part of the Habsburgic Empire in the past, and the city center will show both its Austrian and Italian souls. Once here, you cannot miss the Buon Consiglio Castle, today hosting paintings, statues and artifacts showing the history of the city, and Mart, the Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art. Lake Ledro. On the charming Lake Ledro, there is a UNESCO heritage site, the original remains of a pile-dwelling settlement of the Bronze Age on one shore of a lake. A museum shows visitors how life before Christ was for humans. Tibetan Bridge in Rabi Valley. Surrounded by nature, the suspension bridge above Ragaiolo waterfalls is an attraction for both adults and children. The Austrian heritage of Trentino is easily recognizable in its local cuisine. It uses many spices, berries, yogurt, cheese and butter. The most notorious products of Trentino are apples and speck. A smoked ham. Indeed, the inhabitants of these mountains are very skilled in smoking food, as it was necessary when villages remained isolated due to heavy snowfalls. A must-try food is strangolapreti, which literally means priest choker. One of the many legends explaining this name says that a priest at an inn just kept eating more and more of this dish until he almost choked. They are prepared with leftover bread and spinach or chard, and served with melted butter and cheese. There are 2 main seasons to visit Trentino, from December until March to practice winter sports, from June until September to hike and enjoy nature. If you are planning to visit Trentino in winter, you will find many winter sports competitions around the region. A unique event is the Ice Music Festival, a series of concerts inside a theater igloo 2,600 kilometers above the ground. If you travel around Christmas time, you could shop in the most famous Christmas market of Italy in the city of Bolzano. If instead you visit Trentino during summer, a cool event is the sound of a Dolomites festival, with music at high altitude on green lawns. When traveling to Alto-Adige, the northern part of Trentino, you might feel a strong anti-Italian feeling. Indeed, many people here still feel Austrian, speak German as their mother tongue, and have sometimes asked to be split from Italy. Anyway, today the situation is totally under control and there are no uprisings or turmoils. What all inhabitants of this region have in common is the love for their mountains. An Italian mountain climber born here, Mauro Corona, expressed it like this: "The mountain gave me what men, women, or parents haven't been able to give me. The mountain made me feel understood, heard, worth of attention. Sometimes also pushed aside, but only after a warning." If you would like to know more about Trentino, we will leave you some useful links in the description below. Subscribe to our channel and see you in our next episode of our playlist Where to Go in Italy.